My character is Sergeant Billy Ojeda. So I'm the newest, basically, officer in the force. Medyo rookie pa siya. So, ano siya, basically parang younger brother or parang ang turing niya sa character ni Piolo, si Magtibay, yung older brother niya. So I look up to him siya, parang iniidol ako dito. So, bilang idol, syempre, I wanna be like him. Pero may mga pangyayari, may mga actions na akong ginawa at circumstances na medyo madidisappoint ko si Magtibay. And syempre, may mga corruption, may sistema talagang na matagal lang ginagawa sa force na kahit kami, usually kami kasi Manila's Finest gusto namin lumapit dun sa the ways, the old ways. Pero it comes to a point dito sa story na para saan itong digdigan na pinaglalaban natin kung nakikita naman natin na yung iba na wawalan ng trabaho, iba na mamatay. So is it really worth it to really fight against the system? It's a constant battle between wanting to do what's right and wanting to survive also. So yun po yung medyo pinagdadaanin ni Ojeda.
Yung character mo ba fictitious ba to or may historical background?
Actually not sure. I mean, Manila's Finest is a real group of police officers back in the day. But I think may pagka-fictitious po siya. But I'm sure there was some people that medyo related sa mga characters po namin in some way, for sure. Definitely. Actually medyo late na po eh. I wasn't even there dun sa StoryCon eh. But I would just hear it a lot that they really wanted me for Manila's Finest. Medyo may problema lang sa schedules ko. So buti naman po nakaabot ako at nasabot po ako dito.
But was it an easy yes from your end? This is totally different.
Yun na nga po eh. So,
the one is a meta-fiction, something, meta-film.
Yes. Very meta yung Taiwan Killer Hospital. Or, yun, after nagpahinga po ako sa showbiz since the pandemic, coming back, sabi ko, I really wanted to do something na hindi ko masyadong nagagawa. Something new. So, nagawa ko yung comedy, I'm a Big Bird, nagawa ko horror. And this one naman medyo historical drama. So, and I've never done a period film ever. So sabi ko, sige, I really want to do this. I made it din ako sa mga 60s, 70s era. So it was a really fun experience.
Winner?
Yes.
What was that like?
Super cool yung direct actually. Natutuwa lang ako sa it's very different from the other directors I've worked with kasi super chill lang siya. But he knows what he wants. Very critical siya lalo sa lighting. Pag nakita mo yung mga, kasi pinapanood namin yung rushes ngayon eh. Ang ganda ng bawat frame na ginagawa. So parang painting siya for you. So when you look at it, parang canvas yung mga frames on the screen. Ang ganda. Kasi sabi direct, I heard you were a painter before eh. So painter daw talaga si direct. So gusto niya talaga, na-imagine niya, bawat frame niya sa mga eksena, bawat shot, inisip niya na parang isang painting. So you just know what to expect. So ang ganda. We're just watching it now. So medyo pinos lang namin. Ang ganda po.
Okay, pag nito kasi si Piolo, he said na he did some research kasi nga mahirap din talaga yung parang ikaw as an actor living in the 60s.
Yes.
Ikaw, paano ka nag-prepare na?
Well, nag-meeting po kami. May not necessarily workshop, pero we got to spend a whole day talking with mga original Manila's Finest na officers po. So, marami kami mga natanong sa kanila. Tawagan nyo dati, paano po kayo dati? Paano kayo makapaghalubilo dun sa mga co-officers nyo dati? Nagkukulitan din ba kayo? Close pa kayo? So lahat ng mga parang normal lang pala before. Pero it comes to a point na hindi talaga super close sila in a way. Pero may mga kulitan, ewan ko po kasi usually pag na-station na sila sa mga like mismong station sila, they come from different areas kasi. Pero before that may mga school silang yun medyo close sila kasi kaklase. Para pagdating dito medyo on their own na daw sila. Pero dito medyo iniba namin para may konting dynamics ng pagka-brother namin. So medyo may small pocket lang kami na medyo close.
Mas issues daw in the 1960s hanggang ngayon nararamdaman pa rin ng police force.
Oo eh. Parang sadly, akala mo maraming pinagbago pero maraming mga bagay na hindi pa rin talaga na nangyayari pa rin talaga. Well, that's a sad life. Pero wala, ganun talaga yung sistema eh. So, tsaka may mga terms na ginagamit back in the day eh. So, dapat maingit ka rin sa mga batuan ng linya na ay, wala pa, hindi pa sinasabi during time na yun. Sa mga parat ng tawag, mga polis natin, mga stuff like that.
Sputnik.
Yes, Sputnik.
Isputing.
Isputing.
Yung
Isputing.
outfit ba yun?
Yes. Yes.
So, ano gusto mong sabihin? Gusto mong ma-pick up ng audience from this particular
I
project?
think it's, well, kasi nung i-explain sa akin, I never even knew that may Manila's Finest dati. So I think it's just a real, good light to shine on the story of this group of guys called the Manila's Finest back in the day. Na, people talked about the martial law a lot, but the officers behind that era, yung mga pinagdadaanan nila back in the day. I think it's a good story. I think it's also quite important for mga kabataan po natin na malaman nila yung aside that nobody really knows about.
Because we learn from history.
Yes, but not a lot of it eh. Especially the small groups of people and these police officers. And I hope it gives hope to our future forces to do what's right. Kahit may sistema na sana makalaban pa rin tayo. Lumaban din tayo sa sistema. Sa korupsyon, lalo na ngayon, grabe na. So, di ba? So, I think very timely din. Kahit ibang era to, medyo timely din. Yung mga rally, mga rallyista po natin, na kakarally lang. Ang daming eksena dito, mga rallyista din. So, I think it's very timely as well. Kahit magkaibang era, it just goes to show na Marcos time ngayon, Marcos time din to. So, it just makes so much sense.
How important
Go ahead, my friend.
How important is it na part ito ng MMFF this year?
I think it's very important. I mean, I really want at least my part of history, especially Philippine history, when it comes to Metro Manila Film Festival. Hindi lang comedy, hindi lang pang pamilya, but something that we can also learn about our history and yung mga kabataan din natin. So I think it's very important. That's why I really wanted to be part of this. Yeah. First time ko gumawa ng ganito po eh. So it's super out of, line sa mga ginagawang project. So I'm just excited.
Enrique, ito ba yung first project mo after the Taiwan?
Yes. Yes po.
So you had enough time parang to detach yourself from your previous character?
Yes, oo po. Tsaka malayo po yung character namin dun eh. I really had a short time to prepare lang for this. Kasi very short notice ko lang na nakuha tong role na to. I'm also working on my next teleserye. With M. po, so next year. Actually, kapag nag-shoot na kami ng teaser.
Pwede mo bigyan ng detalye?
Detalye? Wala pa sa Tuesday. Next week Tuesday pa i-first sa trade launch. Pero next week Tuesday malalaman naman. So super exciting. Back in line na sa previous na mga ginagawa ko project.
I'm just curious, as an actor, what do you exactly do for you to get into the world of Ojeda? Kasi meron akong na-interview na artista like, of course I won't mention names. Minsan they use a particular perfume or sabi nila once na nandun na sila sa set and then they see everything parang they totally explain that.
Ako po music ako eh. Mas music po. So sila direct may mga music sila pinaplay mga old music. It just gets me in the zone sa feel. So kanina umaga nagpa-play po ng mga old music din. So medyo sabi ko, Pete, sorry medyo
like what? Moon River?
Yes, may Buffalo, may playlist po kasi I don't really remember. So may ibang Tagalog songs din po. I'm just not familiar with the titles, pero lahat ng mga piniplay ni direct minsan sa set, direct niya yan. Pa-save ako dito. So I use music po. It gets me in the zone. Tsaka hindi na yung pagdating sa set kasi, ang gagaling po ng mga crew namin sa mga art department. Transform ka eh. Sa era na yun. Sa kotse pa lang, sa mga damit, sa buhok, hairstyle, sa mga gamit, yung mga telepono, yung mga typewriter na hindi ko na nakikita ngayon. So, ang sarap lang sa feeling. Kaya lahat ng, pati sila mama, pinapakita ko yung set namin. Kasi, I've never done a period film, so it's really cool.
So, na-amaze ka rin every time?
Yes, saka yung style din po, yung pananamit, parang feeling ko very old soul ako eh. So, I just like the vibes. I've always wanted to do a 70s or 60s, or kahit 80s nga, sana na film. So, cool lang. You just really get transformed. It's not really that hard.
So, what's next now? I mean, of course, you have a teleserye.
A lot. Well, I'm producing the teleserye po. So, my first time producing a TV series. So, kami po magpo-produce and may, I think, 2 or 3 films din naka-line up po. So, medyo marami pa after the series.
Very, productive,
Super.
and very
Tapos,
creative.
Yes. At feeling ko something different na makikita sa akin.
Yeah.
Rom-com pa din siya pero may pagka-action involved. Tapos
Tsaka-
may Europe po kami. So sa Europe kami mag-shoot for the pilot. Yes po.
And I think this is something that you really want naman, di ba? You really
Yes.
aspire
Yes.
for.
Actually, nasa beach lang kami noon, nasa Anilo, nasa beach house lang, kasama yung writer kami. And then, nakuha namin yung konsepto. And then yun, ito na, gagawin na namin.
Galing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Pa-describe lang kung paano katrabaho si Yola this time around.
Yeah, actually, sa tagal lang. Tama.
Sa film.
Sa film.
Sa
Actually,
film.
puro asap lang ata naman nagsasama eh. Never pa kami nagsama sa any project at all. So I think first day nga namin, nandun kami sa coaches, nagtingin na kami. Bro, first time na natin magkatrabaho eh. No? Parang ang tagal natin magkasama sa ABS ngayon lang. Sabi, it's about time. It's about time. I think it's really good. Super professionally page. I love working with him, and I hope I get to work with him more in more projects in the future. And it's just super fun, man. Such a fun, kind guy. Great actor as well. Super professional. And sarap niya kasama sa set. Sarap.
Congratulations.
Thank you.